Hey babes, welcome back to my channel. This is Maria Nairobi. For all the ones that's returning, thank you, thank you, thank you. And all my new babes, hey girl, hey. Nairobi would like to say hi. Come on.
Hi guys.
All right, so today you'll be watching a video of me doing my makeup. I haven't done a makeup routine in so long, so I thought it would be a perfect time to do a updated makeup routine. It will be a voiceover. I absolutely love the way it came out, and I'm using some affordable products, a little bit of high-end products as well, combination of both. But before I get into the video, please subscribe. You know you want to. Tell your mama, tell your daddy, your baby mama. They all can subscribe. I need all of y'all. And also comment, like, hit the bell so you can stay in contact and stay alerted when I post new content. And let's get into it, babes. Oh, dirty t-shirt.
Hi guys. I'm one of my Joe mommy and her going to the party with Grandma Quad.
Okay. Oh, thank you, baby. You hope they like the video? Well, thank you. You're my #1 supporter. Thank you, baby. Hey, babes. All right, so let's get into this. All right, so I'm going to be using the E.l.f. Power Grip primer for the very first time. I know you babes heard the hype about it, that it's supposed to be a dupe for Milk primer, and it's so much cheaper. It's only $10. I think the highest I've seen Milk for was about $60 for their biggest package. I absolutely loved it. I loved it. Like, putting it on, it had my skin snatched. Like, I feel like my makeup lasted all night. So yeah. All right, I'm going into my eyebrows. I'm taking actually some edge booster, and I'm putting it on my eyebrows, and it's actually going to hold my eyebrows in place. I did just want like the combed up look. That's probably not a term, but yeah. Then I'm taking my Anastasia Dip Brow, and I'm basically just coloring them in, basically just filling them in different places. I don't like super dark eyebrows. I like them to look a little more natural, and that's why I like using the edge booster gel as well, because it can like comb my eyebrows out. And then I just take an eyebrow brush and I dip it in the Anastasia Dip Brow, and I basically just fill them in. I'm not doing anything crazy. You see me, I'm just making sure like it's this outline pretty good, like I like it. And that's basically what I do. I'm going to speed up on this eye, but I'm basically doing the same thing. My brows are cousins. Sometimes they're not even cousins. They're like neighbors. They do not be matching up. They drive me so crazy, babes. And if you've seen any of my previous videos, you know I'm always fighting my brows. But tonight they did kind of cooperate, so I'm not going to dog them out too much. But yeah. And just a tip, babes, like your eyebrows look super crazy when you're just filling them in. They don't look like they're really even. They're like a little wonky. But once you start filling them, arching them out with the concealer, trust me, they're going to come to life. Like, hey, boo. So now I'm just taking a brush with the LA Pro concealer in the color Cool Tan, and I'm basically just arching those eyebrows out. I always start at the bottom, and then I do the top. And I usually use like quite a bit of it because I'm literally just like sculpting their eyebrow out. I think out of everything with the eyebrows, this is the hardest part. Like getting it as close to your brow hairs as possible. It can be a bit tedious, but practice makes perfect. Because how you do this will really make or break your brows. Because they can make up for the mistakes that you do when you're actually penciling them in. So yeah, I'm just going in. I like the color Cool Tan underneath and over top of my brows. Is pretty close to my complexion, and it just works. I love LA Pro Girl Concealer, and it's super cheap too. And babes, just to let you know, everything that I'll be using will be in the description box. I try to put them in order and separated by my brows, my eyes, and my face products. So hopefully if you like any of these products or you want to try them, hit the link and it'll take you right to it. So now I'm just taking the brush and I'm just pulling that the concealer down, and I'm going on top, and I'm just going to arch the top. And this is where you can use the concealer to make your brows more identical, more the same. And again, my brows be tripping, y'all. So a lot of the time I can't get them identical, but I can at least get them to be family members. But yeah, I think the brows personally, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the brows take the longest for me. Once you got the brows done, like, I feel like you're good. And I don't wear a lot of eyeshadow. I would say that takes a long time too, but for me, it's the brows. Excuse the the acting. Like, I'm talking to my best friend. We're actually about to go to a gala event and like we busting it up. So sorry for all the antics while I'm doing my makeup, but we busting it up. But yeah, that's what I'm doing, babes. I hope you all are doing okay. I was so hyped to be able to bring you, babes, an updated makeup routine. I think this is so bomb. I really, really like this updated one. And shout out to I Am Shelly. I actually came upon her videos and subscribed to her channel, and this is her, like, the way she does her makeup. Once I get to the face, this is her routine. So I'm like, oh, let me try this, and it actually works. So now I'm just going in, filling in where I need, because sometimes, again, it is pretty tedious when you're working with the concealer. So what I do, if I do mess up or bring the concealer up too high, I just go back in with that same brow pencil that still has some product on it, and I just go in and fill in where I need. And I'm taking a wet beauty blender. Literally, I just wet it with water, squeeze it out, and I'm just taking the buff out all the areas that I put the concealer at. I know some people use setting powder on their beauty blender. I don't do that. I'm not into wasting products. Now I'm going in with the NARS concealer in the color Caramel. If I think I'm correct with that shade, but in the description box it will be the correct one, but I think it's Caramel. I'm going in. I do like to place it right in the corner of my eye and then the outside of my eye. It does give me like a lifting effect. And then I also like to layer it with a lighter shade. So now I'm using the E.l.f. Camo Concealer in the color, I believe, Tan Sand. The color Caramel is closer to my complexion, and then the Tan Sand color is like a highlighter color. And I'm basically just putting it in the on my forehead, down my nose, and my chin, and on top of my lip. These are the areas that I all want to highlight. And then I'm going in with the black Opal in the color Hazlenut. This is their stick foundation. I do like to use foundation for my contour. I think this color is beautiful on my skin and it blends out really good. So right now, babes, this is the new routine. So normally what I would do is actually put foundation on, and then I'll put my concealer and then my contour. Now I'm actually going kind of backwards. So I laid my concealer, as you see. I put my the foundation stick on where I want to contour. Now I'm going in with the Fenty foundation, hydrating foundation, in the color 360, and I'm placing that everywhere I did not place the foundation stick for the contour or the concealer. So everywhere else I'm pinning this foundation, and you're going to see I'm just going to buff everything out, and it's literally going to be it's going to be so beautiful. It just naturally goes where it's supposed to go. Normally, I would be scared to do it this way because I feel like it would just be a big smudge face. Like, everything will be everywhere, but it actually worked out. I think it helps when you work in steps in certain areas at certain times, and you'll see what I'm saying in a minute. All right, so now that I'm done, I'm going to go in with my concealer. This is a Real Techniques concealer brush, and I'm basically just going to buff all the areas that I picked concealer, and I'm just buffing that out, making sure that it's really getting into my skin and really blending well. And this brush does not have any products on it. Like, I didn't spray any setting spray or wet it or anything like that. So, yep, I'm just buffing. And I do bring that on my eyelid as well, because today I will be wearing some eyeshadow. So I'm just going to use that as my base. So, yep, I'm just going into this area and just buffing it all out. Now I'm going to go in with the damp beauty blender, and that's what I'm going to use to, I'm sorry, I'm actually wrong. I'm using my Real Techniques contour brush, and I'm basically just going to buff that area where I put the black Opal Hazelnut foundation stick. I'm going to buff that area out. And I'm just buffing because I want some snatch cheeks. So I'm just buffing, buffing, buffing. And you're going to see, I'm going to go in. So now I'm going in with the Beauty Blender. I go back and forth with this. So sometimes you will see me use a foundation brush to put on my foundation, or you'll see me use a wet beauty blender. Today, I just felt like I wanted to use a wet beauty blender because I do feel like it blends out my foundation the best, especially during this routine where it's a lot going on. I feel like I can just control the beauty blender a little more. So now I'm just going in everywhere and I'm just like buffing it in, making sure everything is going well together. And yeah, now I like to highlight. I like to be highlighted, babes. So I'm going back in with the e.l.f. Camo Concealer in the color Tan Sand. I'm just making that under eye area a little more brighter. And I'm using that the Beauty Blender to actually do that. Now it is time to conceal. I'm using the set. I'm using the Sacha Buttercup setting powder. And I'm going to put that all the areas that I put the concealer, because this basically is just going to hold the concealer or the areas that I use the concealer in place. You want to really set your whole face. So I'm going to use the Sacha Buttercup setting powder in the areas that I use the concealer. And then I'm going to set the contour areas as well, because I did use a cream base contour, so I need to set that. I'm going to go in with the black Radiance complexion contour palette, and I'm going to mix the two darker colors, and I'm just going to set that contour. And it's looking pretty dark, but that's okay, babes. I want to be snatched, and I am going to buff it out a bit, but I did want a more dramatic look. And then I'm also going to take the brush and bring it up the two sides of my nose. And I'm actually going to bring that up into my eyelid as well. I think it really snatches the nose, and then it just defines your eye shape as well. At least the top part. So you'll see that I'm going to keep going in, and then I'll go in with the Beauty Blender, because if it is a little too bold, anything on your face, you can take the same Beauty Blender and kind of buff it out. To really define my cheekbones, I went in with the Sacha Buttercup, and I basically just cut the edges basically, or sharpened it at the bottom where I contoured at, just to give that really defined snatch look. Now I'm going in with my blush. This is the Alamar Trio. I use the color in the middle. I forget the color of it, what color that is, but it's the color in the middle of the Trio palette. These colors are super duper duper potent, so really be careful with it. But I really like going heavy with the contour in the blush, because I feel like that's the first thing that starts to disappear throughout the night. So, and again, I'm going with like a more elaborate, I'm beat to the guy's face. I also put it, I don't focus it only on my cheekbones. I actually bring it up like where the contour is. And I also put it on my nose. I feel like it gives me like a flirty look. Like, I know it's weird putting blush on your nose, but I try it. It gives you like a really flirty, really, really pretty look. Now I'm going in with the iconic highlighter. And this is a liquid. It's super duper duper potent, so you don't need a lot. I just put a few dabs on my face, and you can always go back in and layer it. And I'm just taking my Real Techniques. I use it as a highlighter brush. I'm not sure if that's what it was supposed to be used for, but that's what I like. I feel like I have way more control using it that rather than the fan brush. So I'm basically just buffing that into my skin. Again, it is layerable, so you'll see me go back in and put it in the areas that need a little more, because I'm extra. I like a lot of highlighter. Boom. I love this gold shade. It's so beautiful. And I swear that bottle is going to last me forever. Like, you don't need that much at all. But yes, babes, it's coming together. Now I will be doing a eye look. I know I never do them, but I'm doing it today. I'm going in with the Dose of Colors Baked Browns palette. And I'm basically going to use every cut shade that's in there. So I'm going to go in with that like reddish clay color first. And then you're going to see me go. And then you're going to see me go in with a color that's closer to my complexion as a transition shade. That's going to go like hot closer to your brow. Like not right at the brow, but right underneath, because that's where you blend everything together. So it looks a little more like an easy transition where your natural color is, your natural complexion is, where the eyeshadow is. Then after the transition shade, you're going to see me go in with the darkest shade in the palette, like a dark brown, a chocolate brown. And I'm going to put that in my crease area. That's just going to give me some like the wow effect. Again, I'm going out at night, so I definitely need that. And then I go back. I'm using the same brush. And usually I don't use the same brush, but I'm using the same brush because they're all just different shades of brown. And honestly, like I don't care like if it gets in, you know, different places on my shade. Like I'm okay with that. I mean, different places on my eyelid. I'm okay with that. I think it came out absolutely beautiful. Right here, you see that I'm going in with a transition shade, and it's basically just blending that out. You don't want to see like an obvious area where the two shades meet. Now I'm going in with that dark brown, and I'm just putting it right in the crease area. I think it just gives you really good definition, and it gives you that like, oh, I'm going out at night look. And then in the inner corner, I'm going to use the lightest shade in the palette. It's like a, I would say like a nudish color. And I'm just going to put that in the inner corner just to get right in my eyes up a little bit. And yeah, and I'm just going to put some eyeliner on, and then that's it. This was a super duper easy look with one palette and one brush. And I would say like when you're layering these colors, just keep looking in the mirror. Like keep looking to see if it's to your liking. If not, just keep adding and buffing it in. And this is that light shade that I was referencing earlier. Now I'm using the Wet n Wild liquid eyeliner. This is really my favorite affordable liner. It does what it needs to do, and it's in my price range. I'm just doing a basic line. I'm not doing like a crazy wing or anything like that. Like I'm just doing a basic line on my top lid. I used to be so good at like the elaborate wings, and I'm just so bad now. It's so and since I was on a time frame, like I'm not even going to attempt a crazy wing because I know I normally mess up, and then it's going to mess up my eyelid makeup. So it's just whatever. But I think it came out cute. All right, now I'm going in with the Becca Hydra Mist setting powder. And I use this just to set my entire face. Like, remember I said everywhere really where you put makeup at, you really should be setting it. So I already set my concealer with the Sacha Buttercup powder. And then I set my contour with the Black Radiance complexion contour kit. And now I'm using the Becca to set my entire face. I feel like when you set it, it's going to bring everything together, and it also it makes your makeup last longer. Now I'm going in with the E.l.f. No Budge liner, and I'm just doing like a simple liner underneath. I like liner just because on the bottom lid, because it makes my eyes look a little more defined, and I feel like it hides the bags that I have. I do have slight bags. Now I'm just going in with the mascara and just putting it on my bottom lid. I need new mascara. I feel like this one is like really drying out, so I didn't get that wow effect that I really wanted, but whatever. I be killing myself with these mascara faces. Like, woo, girl. And then I'm just going to put some on my top lashes just because I feel like it helps my the lash strips that I'm going to use. It helps them blend a little better with my natural lashes when I put some mascara on first. You don't have to go crazy, just some. And off camera, I did put the glue on the lashes already. And I believe these are Eye Envy lashes. And you see me trying to figure out like which one is the right, which was on the left. Low key, I think I had them on the wrong lid, but it looks super cute. And these are like really wispy, really dense lashes. I think they were absolutely beautiful. It was just like, dang, like it looks so good immediately. I'm sorry. I'm for the lashes. I'm for the elaborate lashes. I'm for the wings. Like I know a lot of people talk their stuff about it, but I need my lashes. Y'all just seen how it took this look to the next level. It went from basic to bitch weird. Like you look amazing. And my nose always runs when I do my makeup. I don't understand why. Like, but yeah, so I'm just placing my lashes. Again, I'm going to try to have these lashes in the description box if I can find it, because I did get it from the beauty supply store. And I think it was about $5. Nothing crazy. And you see how I held the mirror at the bottom? It really, really helps me. Like I'm looking down at the mirror. It really helps me with my placement. And anybody that struggles with putting lashes on, I recommend it. Use the mirror looking down at it while you place your lashes. Now I'm going in with the Stila liquid matte lipstick. And this is in the color Fury, I believe. And this is my favorite red lip. Stila definitely did their thing. And I feel like with these, the really good liquid lipsticks, you don't even have to use a liner. Like you could just line it yourself. And now I'm going to go in with the L'Oreal Infallible setting spray. This is my favorite affordable setting spray. And you see I just like sprayed my entire face. All right, babes, this is the final look. I absolutely love it. I know my lighting was a little weird throughout it, but this is my perfect shade. Fenty is just amazing. And I love the routine of like the doing the concealer and the contour before I do the foundation. It's really new for me, but I really think I love it. Thank you so much. I am Shelly. And I decided on a red lip. I am going to a gala tonight, like I said before. I will post some pictures of my full outfit. I look marvelous, babes. But thank you so much for watching. If you have not already, and I don't know why, subscribe. Definitely share to anybody you think that's interested. Follow me on Instagram. The handle is here. And bye, babes. I see you later.